Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a life updates video. I just woke up. It's Monday, I think. Yeah, it's Monday because I woke up and I had these missed calls from unknown numbers on my phone, so it must be a weekday. If you're hearing high-pitched squealing in the background, that is my cat and her kittens. She had 5 kittens. She had 3 dark, I think one's black and 2 are calico, and then 2 white, or, no, they're beige tabbies, but they look white now. The father, I think, is a beige tabby. Her sister's a calico. Her sister had 3 babies, 2 white and 1 black, that are like 3 or 4 weeks older than these kittens. She's doing pretty well. The day that she gave birth, she was really, she needed a lot of support. She kept crawling into my lap, and she wouldn't settle down with her kittens. Every time I left her to go, do something like, cook dinner, do the dishes or whatever, she would follow me and start crying. So what my dad and I did is we put her nursing box on the couch so that there's always going to be someone with her. And then when my dad goes to bed, I set up my computer over there. There's a fold-away table, and I can just put my laptop on it. I've been making some progress on the show. The next episode should actually be ready to release today. As for music, I haven't recorded anything new, but I did send an album to CD Baby for release, and they are still pending sending it to the partners. So I don't know when it's going to go live. I sent it last Wednesday, so almost a week ago. These kittens they're small, they're like mice, they're very cute. Alright, so I am about 28 weeks pregnant, which means I'm in my 3rd trimester, which means I have basically 3 months before my kid arrives. I'm still scared. Like, people are telling me, oh, you're going to be a good mom and all that. Yeah, that, we'll see what happens. What I'm scared of is actually the pain of delivery. I want them to just, knock me out, but I don't know if they're going to. And the specific hospital that I have to go to, because he might require heart surgery shortly after birth. So their medical team needs to get to know me, which means I'm going to be switching to a new OB at that center. That still hasn't completely gone through yet. I think we're pending something from the insurance. Everything's really slow, but it's supposed to be done by my 28th week. So we will see what happens. I did get assigned a nurse through Nurse Family Partnership, so I'm really relieved about that. The services that they're able to provide are mostly online and through the phone, because nothing's open right now, and that it's a little bit of a concern. I don't really like making phone calls. I like looking someone in the eye and seeing who I'm dealing with. So that's a bit of an adjustment. I also have to follow up with the paperwork that she's emailed me. This past week, I have baked 2 ZTs, a pan of brownies, and I poured fudge over them. I cleaned, there's these shelves with decorative plates and eggs here. I cleaned the individual eggs and the plates and the shelves and their little stands there. Hopefully I was aiming the camera correctly so that you could see them. Let's just make sure there's Yeah, right there. Um, I found two tapes, cassette tapes. One of them may or may not have my demos from that I recorded way back in 2007 or 2008 that I thought I'd lost forever, which I still might have lost forever. Anyway. Look at how cute she is. Oh my goodness. She is such an adorable girl. Yeah. Okay. I've started ordering stuff for the baby, but unfortunately everything is taking a little bit longer to ship. So I'll order something and it'll say, oh, you'll get it in May. May. I mean, okay. Kind of wanted to get it this week, but I guess everybody's ordering stuff online and they're prioritizing the like everyday household items for shipping. So, big giant 12-gallon plastic bin for me to use as a toy box for my son might not, so it looks like as far as baby's needs, I'm gonna have to start ordering his stuff like next month. I was gonna wait until June because he's due in July, but maybe I should start ordering it at the top of next month so that I know it'll all be here before I go into labor. It's a fairly short list. I mean, I have a wish list, and the wish list itself is long, but the high priority items is a pretty short list. And I've been kind of sharing it with anybody who's asked me, hey, do you have a wish list for the baby? One of my friends is sending baby clothes and such, which is great. Unfortunately, the post office near them is closed, so they might not be able to ship it out until May or June, depending. And I understand that people have to be safe and people have to be healthy. And I understand that these precautions are probably necessary. It's just a really hard time to be having a kid, though. Like, I know that any time is not really, there's going to be struggles at any kind of time if you're having your first kid. And it's just, I don't want to be insensitive or unthankful or anything like that. I kind of want to make sure that I have everything for the little guy, and it's kind of looking like I might not, and because of the post, and I don't like, going to a store and then they don't have, or they're not open, it's an adjustment, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I hope that everything turns out okay. I'm actually showing now. I'm like lounging in a recliner because it's the most comfortable thing. But yeah, 6 months. I'm definitely rounder. Although my face isn't my face has a lot more definition and shape than it used to. So all of my fat is going to the baby and to like my kind of that area in my chest, because I really needed to be another size larger. It's hard enough for me to find bras that fit as it is. But, whatever. Other projects. So this is what I want the toy bin for. See all those stuffed animals up there? Except for, Sailor Mars and maybe the Heartless. I was going to gift those to my kid, but I was going to put them in a toy bin so I can use those shelves for stuff that's on the lower shelves in these bookcases that I don't want him getting to when he starts crawling and walking, which I know is a couple of years from now, but still, I want a toy bin so I can rearrange this place. Well, I have the energy to rearrange this place before he gets here because I like to be prepared. I also have this blanket that I've been working on. It's like a lap blanket. It's probably not going to get too much bigger. Oh, she's so cute. I love my kitty. She is, like, she'll spend a good amount of time with them, and then she'll jump down and wander around, flop onto the floor somewhere, and I was just like, is that going to be my mood in 3 months? I was a little annoyed with her the other day because, as I said, she was following me around and whining, and she wouldn't let me cook dinner. She wouldn't let me go to the bathroom without sitting out in front of the door and crying her little head off. And she tripped me once or twice, so I got mad at her. And while I was crocheting my blanket, I said, okay, I'm going to go to bed after I finish this row. She must have heard me because hi, Emmy, I'm not going to bed. I'm just telling the people what happened. She's looked up over at me with these big giant kitty cat eyes. Okay, so what she did was she crawled into my lap, sat on my blanket, and just looked at me so plaintively. I was like, okay, I guess I'm stuck here. But she's adorable. I love her. Sorry, excuse me. I did just kind of wake up. And I ordered more elderberry vitamins. This is kind of funny. I ordered elderberry vitamins, and they said on the site description, it said, ask your doctor before use, if pregnant or nursing, which I usually interpret to mean it's okay as long as you don't overdo it, right? And then when I get the actual bottle, it says on the bottle, not intended for pregnant or nursing women. I was like, fuck. I guess these are my dad's vitamins then. So then I ordered me some children's elderberry vitamins, which did not have any such warning. And they are supposed to get here on Thursday. I don't know if they've shipped yet. The weird thing is I will order something and it will say, arriving May 6th, arriving April 19th, arriving, whenever. But it doesn't, they, I guess, don't ship until like the last minute. And one thing I ordered in March, I ordered 160 yards of yarn for $20. That was like my one luxury item. Ordered it March, 15th or 17th maybe, and then it was sent that day or the next day. It was shipped, okay. It hasn't gone out for delivery yet. DHL, their website says they can't find the tracking number. So I asked the seller, can you help me figure out what's going on with my yarn? It says it's supposed to arrive between April 6th and April 27th. And the thing is that the yarn, it is recycled sari yarn from India. And I'm not sure if we're allowed to receive packages from India right now. So I don't know if my yarn just got lost or if they're not shipping it or what happened, but either way, I kind of want my $20 back so that I can buy some yarn domestically or have more money for my baby or, something. Yeah. All right. So let me tell you about my last sonogram. I had a new sonogram tech. I guess my usual tech was not in that day. I had a new tech. Now, with the previous tech, my baby really liked her. He turned towards the scanner, smile. One time he waved, when I started talking to him. He put his little arm up. It was so cute. You made this face. It was really adorable, okay? This time he did not do that. He just like he wouldn't face the scanner. He kept kicking it. He was like, "No, leave me alone. Go away." And oh, yeah, no, I didn't really like this tech as much either. She was well, she wasn't bad or anything. She's just wasn't the tech that I liked, you know. And then they called in a doctor to explain to me, hey, by the way, you're insulin resistant and it probably runs in your family. And does anyone else in your family have diabetes? I was like, my dad was diagnosed after they raised his blood sugar to save his life when he had pneumonia and Pasteurella last year. And they're like, do you know why he didn't get diagnosed as a young man? Yeah, because he didn't have that done when he was a young man. And they're like, no, it's because he didn't get pregnant. Because usually you don't find out you're insulin resistant until you either come up pregnant or diabetic. And I was like, oh. So, you know, I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. Sometimes my blood sugar tests high, sometimes it tests low. I mean, it rarely tests over 200 anymore. Emmy, hey, sweetie. Emmy, moo. And my cat is like looking out of her box. Hi, hi. Hi, do you need me to sit there and pet you? Oh, you're coming over? Okay. Oh, she's going under the table and hiding. I guess she's had enough of the kittens. So, sorry, train of thought. So yeah, usually it's like a little bit above 130, which it's supposed to be under 130. So, you know, sometimes it'll be at 131, sometimes it'll be at 160, whatever. Rarely ever goes too high or, you know, too high. But basically they're concerned that it's going to test really, really high after I deliver. The thing is that some of the hormones released in the placenta, they mess with your insulin resistance. So I'm on metformin once a day, and she wanted to increase it to twice a day. And I'm like, no. I take it once a day. I'm actually supposed to take it at night, but I take it with my morning vitamins so I don't forget. Okay. And, gee, I don't know. The thing about the diet that they have me on is I'm not supposed to have anything sweet, like not even sugar substitute, even though stevia doesn't really raise your blood sugar. And my dad says honey doesn't raise his blood sugar. So, you know, and honey has other stuff in it besides sugar. As I said, I made brownies and I poured fudge over them. Now the fudge was made with honey. It was not made with, you know, sugar. And yeah, I got a little buzz after eating them. Told me my blood sugar's a little high. So anyway, my family, I guess, is insulin resistant, which means my kid will probably be insulin resistant, which means that when my dad told people not to give me candy when I was a little kid, I mean, it was because of he didn't want me to have cavities, but he was right. And the teachers were like, oh, you're so mean for not giving your kid candy. But then, you know, I grow up 20 years later, I found out candy is or sugar is basically poison. It's highly addictive and it fucks up your body, and it's just not all that great for you. So I actually feel kind of vindicated. But I think I'm going to print out little cards for him that say, please don't give me candy, I'm insulin resistant, or something like that, so that people will understand, you know, it's a medical thing. I'm not just being a mean mom by not letting my kid have candy and such like. Alright, I feel like I babbled at you guys long enough. Cheers. Thanks for watching.